Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to the Fallout Bar. It is night 4 of the BetRed World Matchplay already for 2025. It is flying by this week. There is all sorts going on. And one thing that doesn't change, though, it's Colin Evans alongside me. How are we, Colin?
I'm very good, thanks. You stole my line there. That's exactly what I was going to say. This telepathy we've got between us is clearly working. But I'm good, thanks. Tired tonight. That felt like a long session.
It was a long old session.
Yeah, but otherwise I'm good. Good, thank you. How are you this evening?
Yeah, not so bad, not so bad. Like I say, long old session, long old game in the old soccer ball as well for the women making through to the final. There's been all sorts going on this evening. Yeah, we are not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about darts, and it was a bit of an odd one tonight, wasn't it? There was plenty of good in there, but there was some strange stuff on the outer ring this evening.
I think what it was, you had 8 players this evening who'd looked at the draw and thought, "Ooh, I
This is
can make the
a little
final
bit,
here."
yeah.
Yeah, I know that's a long way away, but it certainly felt like they all put a bit too much pressure on themselves. Apart from one stalwart at Blackpool who rolled back the years this evening, I thought they all looked a bit on edge, a bit nervy, and just those that won would be relieved to have got over the line, and those who lost would be thinking, well, okay, so what if?
Yeah, I think you're right. Like you say, there was one that certainly didn't struggle on the outer ring, but everyone else seemed to a little bit. We started off with the old Dutch clash between Jan van Veen and Danny Noppert. I thought this was going to be one that was going to go close. I fancied this to be the result in the end in terms of the winner, but we saw a bit of vulnerability from Danny Noppert, I feel here, which is not something we generally expect from him.
No, I wonder if it was probably for the first time in a long time when he's faced a Dutch player on stage, he was favourite, or as in maybe not with the bookmakers, but in terms of experience, in terms of ranking, in terms of sort of big match, having been there, done it. I think that got to him a bit, but because when he went 2-0 up, I thought, all right, he's the one who settled quickest here now, and he sort of will control it from here. But it was the complete opposite, and within a flash, he's 7-2 down, and you're just thinking, right, how many does Van Veen let Noppert win before getting over the line?
Yeah,
And,
he's a decent front runner, isn't he, Danny Noppert? He's not
yeah.
one that you fancy for the big comeback.
No, he doesn't have that 2, 3, 4 leg burst if he's not in control of a game. When he's chasing, his darts get a bit low when he's got a switch, and it unravels quickly. And I felt that's what we saw here really from the second session onwards.
Yeah, easy for you to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I say, it was a little bit that, like, as soon as, well, what was it? Is it 7 legs on the bounce, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Jam from 2-0 down. Big turning point coming. I think the breaker throw to get back to 2 apiece was massive with the 150. And then he just controlled it from there, really, didn't he? And got himself to a point where, well, you fancied him to go through. And it's good signs for him going forward, because even though he's won this very comfortably, you still think there's a lot more to come than this performance.
Yeah, and it also shows he can sort of win a dogfight when things aren't going perfect, when he's not hitting 103, 104 average, that he's got that fight in him to sort of to get back into a game and control it. Because he obviously wanted to prove himself against a fellow Dutchman, against a player in the top 16, just for his own game, really. And whilst I do think maybe the scoreline is probably a bit more one-sided than the stats suggest, it's not Van Veen's fault that Noppert missed so many darts. As in, he can only play what's in front of him, and ultimately that's what he did in making it to the last 8.
Yeah, like as James points out in the chat room, he could have been 5-0 the other to Danny Noppert this game. He had the opportunities for it, but wasn't able to take them. And all credit to Jan for being able to go on and get the win and do it as comfortably as he did. And as ever, he spoke to the famous Mr. Phil Bars after this win.
Yeah, who knows? I think I've been close to something special today with missing the 9 darts on the 8th dart, but I'll take it just game by game. Especially before the tournament, I said that to myself: just take it game by game. When looking at the draw, obviously I was going to take it game by game with playing Luke first game, but now we're into the quarterfinals. Hopefully we can maybe win 3 more games. But so far it's been a really successful match play, and we'll see where it goes. No, I would, even if there's the number 1 spot behind my name, I wouldn't feel like the number 1 seed, because there's so many great players in this tournament. I think obviously you can't look past Luke Littler, but there's not really behind him, not really one high chance of someone else winning it. Like it's not really one big favourite, so it's going to be very tough to get further into this tournament. We're playing James Wade at Western Hyman next, but we'll see where it goes.
Like that. It very diplomatically said, other than Luke Litter, everyone else is shite and I can beat
them. Yeah, it's the answer everybody says. But I like the way he talks. I think he's very grounded for such a young player, and it doesn't seem to have gone to his head that he beat the world number 1, then beat the 2nd highest ranked Dutch player at the moment.
Yeah.
As in...
And probably the best in terms of form, to be honest, other than himself.
Yeah, of course, yeah. So, it's been a good few days for Jan, and it'd be interesting to see where he goes now, playing someone like James Wade, who's sort of got so many years of experience, not just on the match play, but just in the latter stages of tournaments. And nothing faces James Wade. He'll pull the occasional face, but he'll be a very different proposition again to sort of what he's faced so far. So it'll be a different test again for him.
Yeah, it definitely will be. And as you mentioned, that was our 2nd game of the night.
Sorry for the spoiler.
Yeah, well, it's all right. At least Jan didn't spoil it. He left it open. He said
he did. Fair play to him. Very, very diplomatic. Yeah.
Didn't know at that point because he was getting interviewed before the game had been played. But it's not the point. He knew what to do. He knows how to do this game. Maybe he's also just as good at darts as he is a broadcaster. But yeah, into that 2nd game of the night, and I thought this would be a lot closer, but James Wade is now apparently a 100 average machine, and just ton pluses for fun from James Wade, which we've said for a long time. If he averages 95, it's like everyone else averaging over a ton. If he starts averaging over a ton, what's everyone else got to do?
Yeah, and it was just such a typical James Wade performance, really, wasn't it? As in, he did everything you expect him to do, but a little bit better than he usually does it. As in, as you say, hit the 100 average. His doubling was somewhere close to the 70%, I think, 60.
Yeah,
just under 65. He hits a few trademarks between 80 and 130 checkouts, which is just what we expect from him. And he just... Nyman threw a lot of iffy darts. I say that he still averaged mid-90s, as in... He obviously he didn't get enough darts at a double, but his doubling percentage was very high. So when he got the chances, he did well. Just James Wade never sort of gave him enough chances to recover in legs where he threw wayward darts, and that is why Wade's been at the top end of the game for so long, is because he knows when he's in control of how to choke his opponent, and effectively Nyman just ran out of legs to try and close the gap back to Wade.
Yeah, and we talk about this the scoring power from James Wade now, but I think the biggest thing is he is over 60 for easy for me to say. We'll start that again. I think the big thing is he's over 65% on his doubles at this point in the tournament. Like 2 games in, he's hit 21 out of 32 darts at double. It's weighting, but it's weighting at a level above what it usually is because he's slightly up the doubling percentage, but he's also up the scoring as well.
Yeah. Yeah, he's sort of realizing that he's got to pick his game up. The players won't stop around him. If he wants to sort of sustain the level he's at, he's got to find that extra gear. And at the moment, he is, and he's making it look quite easy. Yeah, it's an interesting one because every time you write somebody like James Wade off, he finds something in his locker that proves all the doubters wrong, and it feels like this is the biggest move he's made in a few years. Whatever he's doing differently has taken his game to probably a level I didn't expect him to get back to. It's whether or not he can maintain that for a week now.
Yeah, I'm fully with you on that. I didn't expect him to improve like he has over the last sort of year or so. Like taking it to a level above what we've ever really seen from him. And like Bob asking the question in the chat, will he win another major? I mean, he plays like this for the rest of this week, he'll win this one.
As in this week is a huge opportunity, and that's no disrespect to anybody else in the top half of the draw, but the fact that he may not have to face a player in the top 4 until he gets to the final, and that's if Luke Littler gets to the final.
Yeah.
It's a huge chance for the 4. I think left in the top. Is there 4 left? Yeah, 4 left in the top half of the draw. It's a huge opportunity. As in, they will not get a better opportunity for a final at the Matchplay.
No, that's it. Like I say, you're already in the quarterfinals. You're playing an unseeded player next, and then you've got Bunting or Clayton to come next, which I don't think he'll be concerned about playing either of them two.
No, and the same
to them, I would say he is a better player than both on form at the moment.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. Yeah, definitely, he's sort of doing everything right.
Yeah, 100%. I think we also heard from him, which I assume means Dan Simpson did the interview, but I'm not 100% sure whether he's talking to Phil or not at this point. But here we are. We had James Wade after the game.
I didn't actually tonight. I felt really, really nervous, felt unsettled, didn't feel right. So yeah, I'm just happy to win the game and get it out of the way.
Well, that's scary for everyone else if you've performed in that manner, not feeling great.
It felt awful. Felt really unsettled tonight, and I felt like it just didn't feel right. So.
I mean, you're talking shite, James Wade.
Well, I don't think he is feeling right because Phil asking the questions.
I know, yeah. I was going to say it was. He's allowed Phil to ask him the questions, but yeah, that. I'm sorry. He hides it very well if he didn't because he looks bloody comfortable up there.
Yeah, it could just be the same what I mentioned earlier, isn't it? He's looked at the draw and gone, "Oh, I can see myself on this stage on Sunday night," and even if you, as in, shows, I guess, how good he can be if he can sort of hide that level of nervousness and still perform like he did there. But interesting.
Very interesting. On to the third game of the night. And this was a tricky watch at times, but there were also spells of it that were really good.
Yeah, it was a game where one player took the game from their opponent, got ahead, then forgot how to play darts. Yeah. Their opponent would then get back into it, themselves go into a lead, and forget how to play darts. No, very, very strange, as in both players sort of taking control at different points, but unable to sort of really finish their opponent off. And when Bunting got to 10, you still thought, oh, if Gary only needs one break here to force it into extra time, and obviously that's what happened. But my God, the doubling at times was atrocious.
Yeah, I think you're being too generous, to be honest. I'm still laughing at Gordon's comment that Phil and James Wade will be getting caught at a Coldplay concert.
I saw that pop up and then trying not to laugh when I'm talking serious about that. Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, I mean, between them, 22 out of 82 on the outer ring.
Oh, yeah, it's not good, is it?
No, it's not, because the scoring was good at times. And there were moments where it was good. Obviously, Bunting missed the double 12 for the 9-darter, and it was pretty much the doubling that it had been the rest of the game. It was miles away. That is so far.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a big win for Stephen Bunting, yes. And
yeah.
It's, again, we were saying about all of them in the top half that are still left. It's a huge opportunity for all of them to go and win the second biggest tournament of the year. But he does not beat Johnny Clayton playing like that. We're already spoiling later on again. We just keep spoiling things. But
no, I don't think he gets close to Johnny playing like that. And don't get me wrong, Johnny wasn't great tonight, and we'll get onto that in a minute. But you cannot afford to miss 31 darts at a double and expect to win a major quarterfinal. I think we're sort of magnifying it more because we know how good he can be on those doubles. As in, he's usually pretty relentless, but you could sort of tell that things weren't going tonight because he was trying every double. He was going from tops to 16s to 18s, just trying to find
always
something.
a clear indication, isn't it, that
Yeah.
someone is not confident and not comfortable up there.
You're desperate to find something to click.
Chasing them down the board. I think we were like probably 1 or 2 darts away from him just trying double 17s and all sorts at that point.
Well, yeah, I even thought closest to the ball, maybe to win some legs. Neither of them were getting close. And that's what it was as well, wasn't it? The fact that not only were they missing doubles, they were missing them by a large chunk.
Yeah, they weren't wiring everything where you got good darts out, but they've just not quite gone in.
Yeah, and even Gary, I've never seen him go inside 20s and 10s so often as he did there. And yeah, I think he'll be gutted, thinking that's probably one that got away. Potentially Bunting's in the final.
Like 3 legs on the bounce to get back to 10-0. You think you fancy him to go and wrap that up then, don't you? Bob asked what darts Gary using. All of them, apparently.
Well, but not his own, I don't think, was it?
Yeah. I don't understand someone who's been pretty consistent with his darts for a long, long time of using the same thing. Like, I use a set of Gary Anderson darts. I've got the phase 3, the straight narrow barrel ones. And they are the best dart in the world. They feel so good in the hand. They come out really nicely. I don't understand why he ever uses anything else.
Yeah, he's a proven winner, as in changing darts shouldn't make a difference. I don't think changing darts is the issue either, as in it just...
I think Andy's spot on. It is just a lot of confidence, isn't it? That is what it is at the end of the day.
Yeah, exactly. And
they could literally throw any set of darts they want or a bag of rusty nails, whatever they want to use, and they will still hit what they want to hit 99% of the time. The darts is all mental, the changing of them. It's all just, I'm trying to find something here. I'm trying to find myself a little bit of confidence. Like, just thinking, well, if I pick these up and I hit a 180 first visit with them, then that'll just spark me into life. And it'll be like, I can blame the darts and then it's not me and I can just play a bit better. But
Yeah, and the thing is, these boys, they're throwing enough darts every week to know what works. As in, switching darts mid-game isn't going to change much. As in your head, they make you feel better, thinking you haven't hit so many single ones or whatever, but it shouldn't. That's just sheer panic, and I need something to get me out of this mindset that I'm stuck in, and let's hope these first three land in a better position, so it makes me think I'm great again. But I don't know. It's one of those games where Gary will be kicking himself, and Stephen will just be relieved to get through, and he's sort of alluded to it afterwards that he needs to get better.
Yeah, I think leg 21 for him to go in front 11-10 was a pretty poor leg all round from the pair of them.
Yeah,
but leg 12 to wrap it up from Stephen Bunting was excellent. The 112 checkout was really good. And it felt like that was the only way we were going to get a winner in this game. Someone taking out a big finish, because if you'd left in 3 clear darts at tops, he wouldn't have hit it, I don't think.
No, you're right there. And it's sort of, that pretty much summed the game up, didn't it? Gary leaving 22 off 74, I think, or no,
103.
103 was it? Yeah, he left. Yeah, and then next leg, Bunting taking out 112. I thought, that's that.
Yeah, that's stupid game played by idiots, as we always say. Once again, we have got a clip from Stephen Bunting after his win tonight. As ever, they will all be in full on the channel for you to watch once we're done here. But let's hear what he had to say.
Of course, yeah. I'd be a liar to say there wasn't. I felt it. And when it went to 10-10, the nerves kicked in even more. So just thankfully to get over the line, to find the right dart at the right time. But listen, when you play Gary Anderson, like I said, on the big stage, it was always going to be difficult. But that game's gone now. I need to look forward to 3 massive games now to go. And I'm ready to do it. Yeah, I actually believe I can win any tournament I play in now, which is a massive confidence builder. Like I said, I didn't play particularly well, or particularly as well as I wanted, but to pick wins up when you're not playing your best shows a bit of character. I did everything right today. I slept at the right times, I ate at the right times, and for whatever reason it just didn't happen on the stage. But things like that happen sometimes. It's how you come out the back of it, and I believe I'm ready to go now for the rest of the tournament.
James says, don't forget watch by idiots too. You are correct, certainly, by these two that are talking about it.
Interesting, picking up wins when you're not playing great. It does help when your opponent's playing cack as well.
I'm not sure he can really give himself a huge amount of credit for that. But
no, he was the
better
of a bad punch,
and he did get the win. And
maybe
that's what he needs. Maybe it'll just make him feel a little bit better going into it. Maybe it will be similar to the Lionesses, who will go and slap Spain off the park on Sunday after battling the way through without playing well for the entire tournament.
They played well against Wales.
I mean, that's a gimme, in it. Let's be honest.
Well, Wales were cack, but they played well against Wales. Let's give us something.
that is a gimme, that one. What isn't a gimme, though, playing against Wales, is playing against Johnny Clayton, who was not his best tonight, but he was pretty good, I thought. It was another one where he probably got given a bit of a free ride for a lot of it, but when it mattered and when he needed to, he showed up.
Yes, coming off that second break, wasn't it? He sort of took control there, but there's another game that felt like a lifetime. And I rarely think that when I watch Johnny Clayton, because he can't do nothing wrong. But tonight it just both of them struggled, and I don't know. Was it nerves? What was it? I don't know, but I think between them, they had 46 trebleless visits. Well, get my words out in a second. And unfortunately, with Decker, he found the treble 20s just too late. As in,
Yeah,
I
it's
think
another one.
yeah.
We said this last night, didn't we, about players that giving themselves too much to do and end up too far back to be able to do it.
Yeah, I think from 8-5 he went berserk, but by then, really, Clayton, if I just need to hold my legs and I win the game with that. And yeah, it was just doubles were off from both of them. As in, commentators suggested that the Bunting Anderson game was better quality. I don't know if it was. I thought both.
No, I think this was probably slightly better. I think this was a bit more up and down, but overall, there was definitely a lot more. Like you say, Dedeker's doubling actually in the end wasn't that bad, but he did have that very good run that got him back into the game a little bit. That sort of probably makes it look a little bit false. That's that, because when it really mattered earlier on, he got himself too far behind by not being able to hit the barn door.
Yeah, because I think Jimmy hit like 4 180s in the last 6 legs as well or something. So,
Yeah.
as in, his stats look so much better from 8-5 down than they did from 0-0 to 8-5. But yeah,
he had that little spell as well, didn't he? Where he went 180, 130 out, 174, 180.
And that purple patch, but left him to have too much to do, and it's. I think it's a game again. He'll come off. He'll travel home, and he'll be like, "I've probably missed a chance there because Johnny wasn't at his best."
Right, he'll be on holiday tomorrow. He'll be fine.
Well, he'd probably stay in Blackpool for a great
Why not? There is no
destination.
better holiday destination, as we know.
Yeah, exactly. But if you get Clayton at 35% on his doubles, you've got to take advantage because it's not often he's that poor on his doubles.
I was going to say, for me, I think I sort of almost look at it the other way around. If you give Johnny Clayton 30 attempts at double, you are never ever going to beat him.
Yeah.
And Johnny's scoring was excellent for most of it. And you mentioned that Traveller's Visit stat. He was comfortably ahead of Mike Decker in that. I think he had maybe
17 and 29 or something. I think.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. He was a lot more consistent, and he always is, doesn't he? We know that with Johnny, he will find a treble with that last dart so often to just keep himself ahead. And I think the final leg almost summed up the game. Really, it was just he had that level when he needed it to sort of run through it, whereas you didn't think that Dedeker did. And when it came down to it, there were 6 points in it after 6 darts each. Both of them looking to leave a finish. Johnny finds a 180 and Mike Dedeker finds the last dart to score 98 and leave himself 167. But you just thought from there that Johnny he'll at least give himself a good go at the 81, but he's more than likely going to be back.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's it, isn't it? To go out in 12 after seeing your opponent sort of come back into the game, you're gonna the perfect last leg, really. And
a wonderful bullseye as well. It was as perfectly in the centre of the bullseye as you could ever wish for.
Yeah, and especially when you sort of think the leg before he'd missed it when he didn't need to go for it.
Yeah.
Classic Johnny Clayton, but
his counting was pretty good though tonight.
Yeah.
There were no moments where he cocked it up on the counting that I can remember off the top of my head, which shows he was obviously focused. As much as I gave him a little bit of stick for his interviews and talking about money, he clearly is actually focused on winning games.
And I think he must have heard your rant, because tonight he said that he'd love to win the tournament and the trophy. So he's clearly been watching the Fallout Bar on his night off, and
well, that's it. And I'll tell you what, if it drives him on to win it, then I will take my percentage.
Well, the thing is, you do make bold, accurate predictions when it comes to Johnny Clayton.
That is true.
Was it the Players' Championship or the Worlds? I can't remember where it was.
Players' Championship.
Championship, yeah. And
was it? I can't remember. It was something.
Yeah.
Well, it was the. Was it on the Masters?
I can't remember.
Yeah, when he beat him. I mean, I was the only one that believed
he
beat Luke Littler, and he absolutely bashed him up. It was the Masters.
Yeah, the Masters. Yeah.
I don't remember it. everyone remembers it other than us.
Yeah, well, we share the screen so often. The
They all
tournament's
blend into one. I'll
well.
be honest. I feel like I see you more than I see my missus.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
It says tell Johnny 15% cut. He'll miscount and give you 25.
But to answer Jamie's comment from a bit earlier, over tonight's session, not great quality. Yeah, I think I agree with you there, Jamie.
Yeah, I think so. I think there are.
Take away James Wade's performance, and it's been pretty average.
Yeah, there will be better sessions as we go on throughout this tournament, I believe. And
tomorrow. I think tomorrow night big things tomorrow night.
Yeah, well, I hope so, considering I will be.
Just because you're in the crowd to start with, Cam.
That's it, yeah. I'll be rushing up straight after work. We'll get on to predictions in a minute, but I will not be that worried if I miss the first game. But
Isn't the first game Dolby Price?
No, it's been moved around a bit, I think.
Oh, they switched it around, did they? Right. I didn't see the games before logging on.
Yeah, I believe so anyway.
Right, yeah.
If Jarlath Easton is to be trusted with what he sent me earlier, but that is, I mean, if we're putting trust in Jarlath, we might be in trouble a little bit, to be honest.
You'd expect the first game to be the obvious choice for the first game, really.
Yeah, I'm looking at, it is. It definitely is as well. Right, let's hear from Johnny Clayton, and then it is time for you all to get involved. Well, you always get involved all the way through, but to get involved with your predictions for tomorrow evening's session. If you're wanting to do it and you can't, of course, you do need to click the subscribe button while you're at it. Everyone, click the like button as well so that more people see us and we can just give you more of this great content.
Ones again are my favourite numbers. If they could put a 19 next to that 20, I would be world champion. So never mind, that hurt. I know I've got much more in that bank than what I performed tonight.
Played really well in round one and been playing well in general. Can you put your finger on why it didn't happen?
No, I don't know. I think obviously I wanted so much. You know, I'm trying to win a tournament, and obviously tonight didn't show that I'd be anywhere capable of winning this tournament. So you know, I'm lucky to get over that line. Mike did not throw well. I'm lucky.
He's clearly been listening. Look at that. I'm trying to win the tournament. He's a dig at me if ever.
Yeah, no talk. Cash out the window. It's all about winning the trophy.
Yeah. Don't need any cash.
No.
Right. On to predictions. And yes, we are starting off with Andrew Gilding against Dirk van Dijvenbode. I say I won't be that disappointed if I miss the first game. I will be disappointed if I miss Dirk's walk-on, just for pure comedy and entertainment value that it is.
Yeah, could there be two further contrasting personalities on stage at the same time? I don't know.
No, it's pretty wide apart, this one, isn't it?
Yeah. Am I going first?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. I
should have led you into that. I got distracted.
Yeah. Oh, this... As in, on paper, it should be quite straightforward, but it never is when it comes to Andrew Gilding.
No, he doesn't make things easy.
He always finds a way, doesn't he?
Certainly when it comes to watching it, he doesn't make things easy.
I'm just thinking, does he frustrate Dirk that much that he could get over the line?
They've never played in a match of this length before.
Oh, that is
interesting. First 6. And the last 2 of them were over 2 years ago now. One at a Pro Tour and one at a Euro Tour. Dirk winning both of them 6-2.
Yeah, so that does... Okay, right. Let's nail this down because it's past midnight and everyone wants to go to bed. I think Gilding wins 11-7.
More Gilding for the week. I think Dirk wins this one. I don't really know why, but I just think he wins. So I'm going to go for him winning it 11-8. Jamie's got it wide in the chat room. He's got it 11-4. for Robbie's got it 11-9 for Gilding. I do think if Gilding wins, it will be a long old game. 11-5 there for Patrick. Bob's got it 11-7 for Gilding. Dirk 11-6 for Joe, and Joel's got it 11-8 for Dirk as well. Second game of the night, and this one is the one that you thought was going to be first. It is Chris Dolby up against Going Price. It should be me to go first, but as always, we always give it to the Welsh correspondent when we are talking about either of them or any of them. There obviously are more, but in this tournament, there's just the two.
Yeah, and I know sort of back in the Premier League, I think sort of head to head, there were. Oh no, I thought there were more to Dolby, but no, maybe not. And I know Dolby beat Price at the Worlds, but I just think Price's head is in the right place at the moment, and he'll be buoyed on by the end of the Gurney game. And
yeah.
I don't think Dolby was pushed enough in his first round match. I don't think he reached the level he needed to sort of hit the ground running in this game. So I'm going to go Price to win 11-6.
Yeah, I think this one's going to be a really good game. I think Dolby will raise it. And I think it'll be one that we see go back and forth a little bit. I think it might not be a classic on the outer ring again, but there'll be plenty of scoring. There'll be plenty of drama. And I just think when it comes down to it, Price will hold it together a little bit better and win 11-8 for me. Jamie has the same as me, 11-8. Price 11-7 for Robbie. Bob's got it 11-6 for Gezi. James 11-8 for Gezi as well. Patrick's got it 11-7. Joel 13-11. Wouldn't hate that at all. To be honest, if this goes extra legs, I think it'll be a good one to watch. And Price 11-7 for Joe. Nobody picking Chris Dolby in the chat or between us.
So that's the end of Price.
Yeah, I do have to do the. I haven't got a piece of paper to put over my head when I pretend to be Dan Simpson. But just for Chris Dolby's benefit, Dan Simpson has this one 11-0 to Chris Dolby. As impartial as ever. Next game, Luke Littler against Joanne Watermaner. My turn to go first, isn't it? And I mean, you look at the odds. At best, anywhere that you look, you are getting Luke Littler at 10-1 on.
2 or 6.
Your finest English pence on Luke Littler returns you 1 penny. And I don't think they're wrong. I just don't.
No.
I mean, we look at the head-to-head. They played 4 times in the past, and Littler's won all of them. The last time they played over a decent length of a game as well, they played at the Grand Slam over first to 16. Littler won it 16-2, and then he won it 10-4 at the UK Open. I just think he's too good and too consistent and will do it over too long that I just don't see any way that Watermaner wins this. I think I give him the same number of legs he got at the UK Open. I think he gets 4 and Littler gets to 11 before he wins any more than that.
Yeah, I think I'm with you really, and 11-4 is what I was thinking of going to. Don't get me wrong, I think Watermaner has been playing well of recent, but I just don't think he's anywhere near being able to touch Littler. I don't think there's many players on the planet who can sort of cause any damage to Littler. So for that, yeah, I think I'm going to 11-4 as well, to be honest with you.
Yeah, if he is going to cause any damage to him, if it could be to that shirt, that'd be all right. God awful. in terms of predictions, Jamie's got it 11-2, as has Joel, as has Robbie. James 11-4 for Littler. Patrick got it 11-5 for Littler, 11-3 for Daniel. Bob's got it 11-3, and Joel's with us at 11-4 as well. Nobody going for the outsider pick. Nobody trying to sneak in a Cam McFarlane and take the Littler upset just to come back and drink it all in. Yeah, as Bob says, it would be a big surprise if Watanabe wins. Like, it would be. I know we've seen the world number one go out in the first round, but I still think that would be the shock of the tournament if Watanabe beats Littler tomorrow night. And we end with Michael Van Gerwen up against Josh Rock in the primetime slot, exactly where it should be. I've got high hopes for this game. I really hope that we see Van Gerwen turn up. I have no doubts that Josh Rock is going to perform again. I think he's in that run at the moment where he is just going to keep turning up and doing what he does, hitting the big scores, hitting the big outshots, and he's going to put a performance on. But can Michael Van Gerwen find something and live with him? What do you think?
No, I don't think you can, unfortunately. I think Rock's playing at a level where Michael won't be able to consistently score well enough over this many legs. I think maybe the first 10 will be pretty close. It might be 5-all or 6-4 one way, but yeah. I expect Rock to sort of run away with it from there and probably win 11-7, I think. Yeah, 11-7 Rock, I think.
Yeah, it feels like, doesn't it, that he can just go on those bursts. And he is almost Littler-esque, the way that he runs through legs very quickly at times. And I'm kind of with you. I think it will be enough to get him over the line in this. But I have got it a bit closer. I think Van Gerwen plays well, and I think we see 11-9 to Josh Rock. Have we got anyone disagreeing in the chat room? Patrick's got it 11-6 for Rock. Bob's got it 11-7 MVG. Robbie's 11-7 for Rock, so he's with you on that one. James got it 11-6. Daniel's got it 11-7, same as you as well. Jamie, I hope so. I really.
What a way.
What a way to end the night that would be.
That'd be amazing.
It's going to be a late one for me getting back if it does end that way, but I will be all for it. And then Joel rounding it out with 11-8 for Josh Rock. And that is just done for another night. We are almost there. We are almost on to night 5, racing through this tournament. And yeah, what have we got? We've got, after today, we've got 5 more days to go. Oh,
tomorrow's the last night of 4 matches as well, isn't it?
It is
2 or less then.
From that
it flies by. It flies by, doesn't it? The Matchplay. It's a shame because it's such an amazing tournament. It doesn't half zoom past.
I know it does, and yeah, but like I say, such a great tournament, and it is something that it's one of the greatest places to go and watch darts as well. If you've never been to the Winter Gardens, you have to go because it is just a wonderful place to watch darts. The crowd's good as well. Like, there's less of the nonsense football chants and the rest. We've got a couple of whistles this week, which you don't usually get at Blackpool, but all in all, it's been pretty damn good. And yeah, look forward to it, enjoy it. I think this is my last night on here for the week as well. So, yeah, I'm going to be leaving it in your capable hands for the rest of the week. I don't know who you've got alongside you at times. I think you've got Jarlath Eaton possibly for a couple of them as well.
Exciting.
I know, yeah, he's without child for a couple of days, so he's going to take advantage of it. But yeah, that's all done. Thank you, everyone, for getting involved, as ever. Another wonderful night.
Have a top night tomorrow, Cam.
I will do. Thank you, mate. I am looking forward to it. I can't wait. And then, yeah, we'll see you all back for the rest of the week. Thanks, everyone, for watching. Good night.